Gentlemen, we are back.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
gonna be us. We can drink and talk shit as much as we want. Nobody can say anything to it. D.L. Hughley Uncut.
Welcome to D.L. Hughley Uncut. We're already arguing. The show hadn't even started yet.
Why? Well, first off, I was finishing my Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I didn't have a problem with that. It was how you were cleaning your teeth when you were finished.
Well,
I didn't like that.
because we get ready to do TV and
I
it's
know,
live.
but all that, I can't take it.
But I gotta say, I have. That's probably my second one, and it's delicious.
Was it as good as they say it is?
It is. Well, it is I don't want to be on national TV like this, but it is. They really did something good. They must have studied niggas' habits for years.
Yeah. Listen, people will wait in line for hours. People were fighting over it.
It is the most diabolical sandwich ever. It tastes like everything. Like it almost makes you forget that we are fucked over in America.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Forget the oppression.
Like,
Not my thing. I haven't had one. I don't like chicken though.
Well,
so
oppression
there you
is bad, but this bread is so soft.
and the pickle.
It's interesting because I don't like so G our sound engineer I don't like the microphone like in my face.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But you do
I
the
don't
same
either.
thing on the radio show. But the thing is, you hold the microphone to your face every weekend.
No, I hold it
You
lower.
have no, you don't. You hold it a little
No,
closer.
he holds it pretty far.
I hold
Move
my
it around
microphone
quite a bit.
I hold my microphone far. Look at the lesbians.
I was about to
That's-
say,
I don't like them
like
either.
mics either.
That's how she became a lesbian,
my
watching
God.
me hold the microphone away from my face.
Oh my God, you guys are so ridiculous. Don't be silly.
This is interesting to me because I guess the subject of the accusations by Tara Reid toward Joe Biden, and people are like I guess split, but some people are saying, well, no one's giving it any attention. But in my estimation, in 2016, the nation already decided that being a sexual predator doesn't exclude you from the
Not a
presidency.
disqualifier,
Right.
basically.
Like when you got a dude to say, and it must not be a disqualifier. When you got a dude say, "I grab pussies," and you go, well, "That's no big deal," then we've already adjudicated that. We've already decided that wasn't a big deal.
Absolutely. And the fact that he had far more accusers
Right.
than Biden does. There
Right.
were a ton of them. And even when that came out, women,
Right.
white women, still voted for him.
Right. So you can't. Being a sexual predator apparently doesn't stop you from being president.
Nope.
Or a Supreme Court justice. Being a pedophile doesn't stop you from almost becoming a senator in Alabama.
Right.
So, I honestly have always believed that if you make an accusation towards somebody, you have an obligation to prove it.
Yeah.
Even if we were in the worst situation ever, if the worst situation ever happened, you would still have to go to court and say this person did this at this time, and they would ask you questions, and you would be subject to cross-examination.
Right. Well, here's the thing. I think obviously barring children, right? I think that if you levy allegations against someone, if your life is not in some type of danger, and even then I'm still going to question it, if you can step forward and say they did it, you do not get anonymity.
Right.
Not to
No.
me anyway. We
You-
need to know
well, you
who you
can't.
are, and we need to know, okay, well, prove these allegations.
And I really do. I was never one of those people. Oh, the women should be believed. I don't think anybody should be believed absent proof because that's not the way we're set up.
Right.
We know things have happened, and you still have to prove it. I mean, everybody knows that Donald Trump did in the Ukraine. Everybody knows he did it.
Right.
But you still had to go and levy proof. You had to show people. And now all of a sudden, when we clearly as a nation decided that you being a pervert, you grabbing pussies, you acting that way, 53% of white women, educated white women, voted for that anyway. Now all of a sudden, we've had that conversation. America has decided it's not a big deal. Don't try to make it one. I'm voting for Joe Biden. I don't give a damn what happens.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people are
don't.
saying that. I read an article just this morning in the Huffington Post that said, people said, listen, I don't believe Biden, but I'm going to vote for him anyway.
Listen, I don't know whether he did it or not. I know her story keeps changing.
Just murky.
But that could be because I'm inclined to want to believe it. Mm-hmm. But I don't think justice should be about what you're inclined to want to believe. And I even for the case of Orange Julius, I say that you shouldn't be able to accuse somebody and then have everybody, because remember how everybody believed Jussie? Everybody believed him.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
But you know, but
She
I'm talking
did.
about everybody. They want to be the first ones,
Right.
And all of a sudden, when we basically had a lot of proof that it didn't happen, none of those same people came out and said I was wrong. They just stopped talking about it.
Well, go all the way back to Al Franken. Remember,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
actually resigned because of the allegations that were against him, and it turns out they were false.
Right, and I'm not. It's just my thing is I don't think you should be able to level an accusation against somebody that you are not willing. Even when Dr. Ford, Blasey Ford, went and testified, and I thought it was a brave thing to do. They didn't care.
No.
So don't act like you care now. If you didn't care, and I don't think this is about women being abused. I think that they should have their day in court. I think they should have the opportunity to prove their allegations. But you should not be able to level an accusation against somebody and not be willing. You can't just throw a rock and hide the hand. You have to be able to say, because if somebody did something to me, you best believe I'm going to say, this person did it. This is what happened.
Yep.
You can believe me or not, but this is what happened.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden, but we've already decided as a nation, you can't look at you as a nation. He had horrible accusations, all from his ex-wife
Yep,
to
he did.
25 other people. We heard him on video saying
Knew all the details, everything, and didn't care.
right. And didn't
Still
care at
voted for
all.
him.
So now all of a sudden, my old white man is as little less perverted than your old white man. That's